Hello and welcome to another SH Figuarts review. Yes, I know I don't like Wizard, but I got this for cheap. There is a Hong Kong Facebook group where people sell and trade Kamen Rider goods. And this is one of the sellers on this site, and this was actually still sealed when he sold it. But I got this, as well as Kamen Rider Raya and Kamen Rider Hercules. These two were brand new and sealed. I mean, the box was shelf worn down and whatnot, but the inside was completely fresh and brand new. This one was open, but it was complete as well, and almost brand new quality. Yes, apart from it obviously being opened and probably posed, everything inside was new. So thank you, seller. I'm not going to say the seller's name or how much I paid for it, because I don't know, I want to keep it private between me and the seller, but it was obviously way cheaper than the official retail price, and it was pretty much like second-hand price, and I got a really good deal out of this, so I'm quite happy. And it gives me more excuse to crap on Wizard. Hey, the worst Kamen Rider. Second worst Kamen? No. Top 5 worst Kamen Riders ever. In both the show and the toy quality. So I would have never paid full price for this, or let's say I paid roughly around the price I wanted to pay for this one, but yeah, never paid full price, or even half the price for it. So you can guess how much I paid for it. You never guess. Anyway, so land style here. If you remember a long time ago, I revealed the standard Wizard Figuarts. I can't remember if I was actually using. I don't think I was using this camera yet. I was just using the Canon Digicam, which was fine, but you know, the stuff looks better on a proper Canon 5D Mark III. And land style up here. Well, you can see, yeah, the box is a little bit crushed, but that's totally fine. I don't care about the box too much. As long as it still has a box, I'm fine. It's content that matters most. And the posing the figure, yeah, the people working at Bandai, kudos to them. They tried really hard to make this good on the back. And to be fair, the figure does look okay there, but the head still looks a bit too big. And his hips are so small, which is ridiculous. All those plain donuts, plain sugar donuts, you'd be fat. So, because he eats them constantly. And of course, when you open the box, as always, if you want to take a closer look at the photos of the box art instruction sheet here, as well as photo shoot of the figure, please feel free to head over to the Facebook or click a link in the video description below. So the box itself is very similar to the Flame style, because underneath that box as well you get this, which is the, I guess, like flowing or rather jumpy sort of hip piece, and you got the stage act there, which got this one that's in yellow, and for the Flame style. So open it up, come on, get this piece out. It's like, yeah, he's kept this in the box for quite a few years in new condition, and as soon as I get it, it's like, hello guy who sold it to me, it's open now, it's not new anymore. Yeah, rubbery cape. Oh, that's quite flexible. More flexible than anyone I remember. Maybe it's just been in the shelf a while, that's why it's more flexible now. Yeah, but these days, a lot of these would just come like sellotape to the back of the box and flow all over the place in the box, which is a little bit annoying. Now, if you do get all 4 of these, which I guess eventually I will if I get them for the price I paid for this one, like dirt cheap, you can put all 4 of these plates together and you can kind of get a full Wizard circle. But these are meant to be placed like that, like they on a corner, an angle, so you're still gonna, I don't know, I guess you're supposed to be able to get a full circle out of this, I'm not sure. But anyway, here's one circle, Kamen Rider Wizard land style. So I'm gonna keep this in here. I'm not really bothered using this, pulling this out, so this part will stay new at least, because I have no reason to pull that out. I don't need that many stage acts all over the place for stuff. And for the main figure itself, it's got the full-blown plastic casing going on, so pop that. A lot of pops, a lot of... there we go. And there we go. We've got Wizard sort of, I guess, rescued from this case. Okay, so here we are. The accessories are pretty much identical to Flame style. You got the base figure with fists already attached to the arms. You have the belt in henshin and spell ring using mode depending on which side he flicks it. We have the sword there, the gun, and the one in the gun mode. You cannot rotate these or do any of the things he does in the show. What you can do is the articulation on the weapons, so you can open the palm and move the thumb on both of these, and they're both cast in transparent plastic with paint on top of it to get the transparent effects on the handle, and where the supposed to be like magical colors pop out on the DX toy and in the show. We have an extra ring belt piece here, which is for better posing or when you're using that alternate cape piece when it's flowing upwards, so it doesn't get in the way. And so the fist hands, we got let's see, we have the wizard magic hands, you know, when he does that. We have item holding hands, spray open hands, or his posing hands, relaxed hands, and sword. And you know, sword and gun holding hands are slightly different because the angle at which he holds the sword, you know, one's like that, one's like that. So they've got those two pairs of hands too. And yeah, can't escape it. He also comes with specialized clown shoes. Look how big those feet are. Ooh, and tiny hips. Ugh. So this sword is molded mostly in a transparent plastic. I think it is all over transparent plastic, and it has a silver paint all over, a bit of red and stuff. So you get the nice transparent effect here and here, and on the handle as well. And yeah, like I said, you can open this up, and there is a move the thumb, but there's nothing stopping you from, you know, opening it all the way, because it's just a thing on a peg, so it actually pull out quite easily as well. So the paint detail here is pretty good, and you get a little wizard logo right there on that sword where it is. Same with the gun, same sort of molding technique. Open that up, and you get the little wizard logo right there. And of course, one of the other accessories is this, and there's a slight difference being that this one has a red ring there, whereas the other one has a yellow ring on it. And just like the flame style one I revealed eons ago, there is a bit of wizard logo-y stuff in there, but it is hard to see on the camera, maybe. The molding detail is in there, so you know, I gotta give credit where credit's due. You know, for stuff like this, it's still a bit of effort and decent stuff put into this. So they have put some effort there. I mean, look at this belt. Even just looking at that, that's so small. Like, does he only eat like one plain donut a day? That's why he's so skinny. And well, here we go. So far, there's one plus side to him compared to the flame one. He doesn't fall apart as easy. Because if you remember my flame review, this joint here, the torso joint, breaks apart really easily. That's really annoying. So let's go for articulation. So head goes up, down, sideways, sideways. She kind of looks quite funny when he's down. Like, oh, I know I suck. Shoulder pads go up and down. Let's see. Arm joint there, rotating. Arm goes up, down, full rotation here, full rotation here. And I got some nice details on the helmet there and on the shoulder pad. Double elbow joint. It also has a double ball peg, but that's not. That's gonna start getting annoying. Stupid. Stay on there. Torso goes up, and seriously, this is if you remember the fix, you apply a little bit of blue tack in one of these ball joints, and he'll look a little bit taller. That wasn't the reason why my flame wizard was falling apart all the time. He was falling apart before I added the blue tack. But sideways, sideways, so do. These are very flexible, so his legs can still go like up, goes down a little bit, up a little bit, down a little bit, rotating here, up a little bit, leg goes up, woo. Oh, leg falls off. Plug back on. Oh, come on. There we go. See, if I move his legs down, because this rope's going to hide it, he's going to look a bit better, yeah. It looks a bit better when you pull his legs down, so he's a bit taller. Ugh. Double knee joint. Foot goes up, back, sideways, sideways. And the toe goes... Does it go up? Does this one go up? No, not really. And you got the little wizard logo at the bottom of the shoes, but yeah, clown shoes. I'm gonna try and put him in an epic pose right now. Let's see if I can. if that's possible. Come on. I know I'm biased against Wizard, but I'm genuinely trying to get him in an epic pose. Come on. Alright, he's gonna do some punches, but those rings are really big and distracting. Can I make him look at least natural? Just, come on. Does that work? Does that work? Come on. Come on. Move feet. Oh, get clown shoe feet. You should be able to stand properly. Right. Does that work? Kinda? Yeah. Right, after doing the articulation for all the photos that I did for posing him, I already did the quick blue tack fix for him. That's basically where you put a tiny speck of blue tack in the little ball socket in his head, as well as a tiny bit of blue tack in the ball socket hole between his upper and lower body. In order to pull the body apart, it does take quite a bit of strength, so do be a bit careful there. You really got to pull hard to get that out. And so now it looks a little bit better. Same thing, I did that same thing with the flame style, just to make his proportions feel a little bit better so it doesn't look really weird. And then when you see him in the rotating stage, when I'm talking right now at the end of the video, yes, he's also already had that blue tack fix, I guess you can call it. And the result of that is he does look a little bit better proportional wise, because he's not like all crouched and weird and stuff. So this figure, if you have the normal flame version of any other base forms, you know exactly what to expect here, because his base body is pretty much the same. The only difference is his helmet and the colors of the body, but the mold is exactly the same in the body. So the same problem applies. He's got clown-sized feet. His hands, you know, to swap his hands. His right hand's a bit better, but his left hand is severely tight. That's why mine broke the first time. Very, very tight. Almost impossible. I recommend the first time pulling the hand off, if it doesn't break already, to get a little file and sand down the little ball on his left arm. It is far too tight, to the point where I'm constantly scared I'm going to break this one as well. It's really hard to push hands back onto the arm, because you think you push it back on, but it just pops off because you haven't actually pushed it on yet. It's very frustrating, very annoying. The belt on this one didn't seem to have the problem where it was falling off constantly like it did with Flame, and his lower body wasn't constantly falling apart as well, which thank God, because that would have been really annoying. That happened with my Flame style, but this one seems to be okay. So maybe my Flame one was just really unfortunate, but I'm guessing I'm not the only one who has problems with this. Other people have had problems with this as well. That's why most of the Kamen Rider Wizards SH Figuarts prices have been constantly going down, and even the rarer one, like the Dragon forms and all that, they've never gone up. Whereas other Figuarts have gone up, this has just gone down, because people just don't want to keep it. People just don't want to get it. I mean, the design of the suit is actually pretty good, despite my dislike of the series and the characters and the Figuarts quality. But the suit design is actually pretty decent. That's the only reason why people are keeping hold of these or bought them in the first place. But eventually, you're just going to keep seeing cheaper and cheaper stuff. I've not seen the price stop dropping for these Figuarts. So same as here. I got this for pretty cheap, so I'm pretty glad. I'm glad I didn't pay the original price for it. I would never pay the original price for this one. And looking back at it now, compared to when I first got the Wizard Flame style, it's still a pretty bad Figuarts, but yeah, this will do. If yours doesn't break, then kudos. If yours does break, then that's really crappy. So I don't really recommend this too much to anyone, except if you really like the design of the suit, then you still got to do a little bit of fixes. And if you just like the design of the suit, but you don't care about Figuarts too much, you can still probably pick up the gimmick line with the light up heads. At least that looks better on the shelf. It's got a little bit less paint details, but the overall proportions and everything does look better. And the articulation on that isn't too bad. I've reviewed those, the WAP series on my YouTube channel a long time ago, so you can check that out too. Subscribe, suggest, and comment below, and of course, lose your hope here with this Figuarts, because it's